What's up guys? In my previous video I just demonstrated this app, and in this video I'm going to make this app from scratch. So guys, let's start coding. Okay guys, first of all I'm going to import md app class from kivymd. So from kivymd import md app. Then I am going to import screen manager from Kivy from Kivy dot uix dot screen manager import screen manager. It is showing an error. From kivymd, sorry guys, here my bad. Okay, md.app import md app. Now I'm going to import our builder module from kivy.lang. Import builder. Now I'm going to create a class name our function, and this class is going to inherit from screen manager. In this point I'm not going to add any functionalities here, so I'm just passing this class. Now I'm going to create a class. This class will be our main class and it will inherit from md app. Sorry guys, md app. And we are going to create a function, build self. Basically this function is just going to build all of your components, widgets and functionalities you add in your Python file. So I'm going to return my function class here. Now, sorry guys, my bad. Now I'm just going to run this file as main.run. Okay, if I run before running this file, let's create a let's create a Kivy file named layout.kivy. Let's load this file by builder module, builder.load file. Our file name is layout.kivy. Okay, let's run this file. Okay, we can see a blank screen is just appeared right here. So let's add some functions here. We are going to design our function class by assigning this here. Next we will say screen. In our screen we are going to create a toolbar. At first the title will be something like QR code generator, QR code generator. Title equal QR code generator. My font style, let's say H5, it's better. Font style is H5, and this is going to be at the top of the screen. For set the position, we just call the top function here, and it will become true. Now specific specific text color is going to be black. It's going to be black, and elevation, let's say 8. Then we are going to create a box layout in our function class, and we are going to give it we are going to resize this box layout. We are going to resize it as size into y just 0.1. Basically in this box layout we are going to create a text field for taking input of any link or text that will be generated to QR code. Okay guys, let's add some padding here. Padding will be just 10 dp. This is better. And now I'm going to set the position here. So the position is going to be, the position is just let's say at 0.75 in center y 0.7. The center y 0.7, let's say 0.75. It is a little bit better than 0.7. Now we are going to get an empty text field here, or let's give it an id using link text. Okay, now we are going to fill color. Basically it will going to set the fill color, let's say green. We don't need any fill color right here. Let's set the hint text, what it might be, what it should, let's say enter your URL to generate QR code. Generate QR code. Your URL to generate QR code. Normal color. Okay, we don't need. Let's say. Oh, let's run our file. Okay, we are seeing that a toolbar is created and a text field is just created right here. Okay, if we resize this window we can see something like this. If we type something here, our text is just reading here, appearing here, right? So C60 width and 640 height. Okay guys, let's run our main.py file. Okay, can see that two text field is created here. Now we are going to add two buttons here. One is for generating our QR code and one is for viewing our generated QR code. So guys, let's do it in our layout.kv file. Let's add two rectangle flat button. Rectangle flat button. Okay, now I'm going to give a text as generate. Okay guys, then let's add a position here. Pose hint as, let's say, center X at 0.3 and center Y, let's say 0.1. Let's add another button here, md rectangle flat button. Let's say text will be view image, and let's add position. Let's set the position of this button. Let's pose hint will be center X, let's say 0.7, and center Y will be 0.1. Let's run our main.py file and see what happened. Okay, something wrong here. Pose in center X 0.7, center Y 0.1. Let's say, where is the error, bro? In line 16, main.py n module run touch app str. Oh, sorry guys, this I just added a string here and it will be an integer. Let's rerun this file. Okay, we can see two button is created here, over here, but nothing is showing because we didn't add any function. So let's add another screen here. Screen name, let's say image, and let's name this screen as first. Okay, let's in view image, in view image rectangle button, let's add a function. Whenever a user click this button, it will bring him to the image screen. root.current equal image. If we run this file and click this button, we can see a new screen is just appeared right here. Okay, in this screen we are going to show our generated QR code. So let's add a box layout In this box layout we are going to show our image. Let's add the size as 0.6. Let's set the position in center Y at 0.5, middle of the screen. Now let's add some padding here. Let's set 10, and now we are going to add our image module, and we are going to give it an ID as img. Here we will set our image that we will generate. Now let's add a label. And text is going to be qr code. Our font style, let's say H4, and it will be at the top of the screen. Let's add the position. We are setting the position at center Y 0.9 because this is almost top of the screen, and this text is going to horizontally aligned at center. Let's run our main.py file. Let's click view image. Okay, this level is just appeared here, and nothing is showing because we didn't add any functions or we didn't generate any QR code. So now the backend part will start. We will add functions for generate QR code and lots of function here. Let's say we are going to define a function called generate QR code. Generate QR code, and we are going to pass a keyword here as root. Let me split this file and resize this window here. Okay, let's say we are going to create our generate QR code function, and this function will work if we press this button, right? Let's say on release root dot generate QR code, and we must pass this keyword here. Okay guys, we are going to create a QR code of this text field and this ID. Right now we are going to access this ID using self.ids dot link text. Okay, now if this text field's text is blank, then the QR code won't be generated. So for add this function, if self.ids dot link text dot text, that means in this text field what you will write will saved in .text function, and if self.ids.link text equal blank equal blank and self dot ids dot something like this text field. Image name is blank. Image name self dot ids dot image name dot text equal blank. Oh sorry guys, not equal, it's not equal blank, because if it's not equal blank then the rest of the function will going to work, otherwise it won't. Our code equal, let's add our QR code module. Here we will import import QR code module. Let's say import QR code. Now let's add a variable called code, and this code will be QR code dot QR code, and let's add a version here. Version equal, let's say version equal 1.0. the box size equal 15, and the border equal 4. Okay, let's make this code dot make. Sorry guys, before we make this code we must add this data to code. Add data, code dot add data. We are going to add the link text here, self dot ids dot link text dot text. Okay, that's pretty good. There is double parentheses here, we don't need double parentheses. Now we are going to make our code dot make, and we are saying that fit equal true. Let's save this image. Before we save, we must add the background color and or something important like that, img call. Let's add a variable called img because it will be our image. Img call code dot make image fill equal black. You can play with it, you can use any other color here or something. I'm using black color cause QR code, basically QR codes are just in black color, and most of the QR code are in black color, and in black color we are setting it white. Basically QR codes are black and white. So guys, now we are going to save this image, image.save. Now we are formatting this string, like we are naming this screen as these empty text fields text. We are going to make this, we are going to save this image as the name, where we will write here, and we will access the image name using this id. Right guys, then let's format our string. So for formatting our screen, simply type f then string here. Now we are going to add a curly braces here. Now we are going to access our image name text m.text, and we are going to save this as png file, right? Now when our QR code will be generated, a notification should appear. So for a notification we will use plyer module. Sorry guys, our QR code indentation is just mistakenly is done. Now let's import our plyer module. Now we are going to add we are going to make notification using plyer module. So for making notification using plyer module is very simple. Just type plyer dot, we are going to make a notification. So we will access the notification variable plyer dot notification dot notify, plyer dot notification dot notify, and the notifications and the title of our notification will be our app name title. Okay, this is not a tuple, sorry guys. Title equal our title will be our app name, like QR code generator, and in notification the text will be or the message will be QR code generated. Or if the text field is empty, both text fields are empty, else both text is empty, then set a notification let's add the name, our app name here, and message will be type something in the text fields. Okay guys, let's run our main.py file. Okay, let's type something. Let's say this is my nickname, and let's name this file as sm. Let's create generate button. Okay, and push notification is just appeared right here, and any image here, image should appear. Okay guys, we can see a QR code is just generated right here. But if we click on view image, nothing will appear right here because we didn't add any function here. So guys, for loading the generated QR code image, let's define a function called view image. Now we are going to pass an argument here named root. Now we will access this ID, and this image class has a source attribute, and we will access the source attribute using this ID. So for accessing this source attribute, we must access the ID, and to access this ID we must type self.ids dot img, and we will access the source of this ID. So urce. Okay guys, and this source will be let's format this string, and here will be the image name here, and the image name will be in this class, will be in this md rectangle flat button. Sorry guys, my bad. Here will be in this text field where we will named our image. So we are going to access this text fields text ids dot image name dot text self dot ids dot image name dot text dot png. Okay guys, we just loaded this image in our image screen. Okay, now whenever the button is pressed, when this button view image button is pressed, we should move to the next screen where our image will be found. So for moving this screen, we must type root dot current equal our class name here. What is the class name? Image. Well, image. Okay guys, if we run this file, we can see our app is just showed up here. Let's type something like world box, and I'm going to name this as world. Now I'm going to click generate. Okay, we can see a push notification is just appeared here, and if we want to view this image, nothing appeared right here. Let's find the mistake here. Okay, we didn't call this function in this button here, so we are going to call this function as root dot view image, and the root argument, well, is let's say world. Let's name it or. Let's generate this QR code. This QR code is generated, and let's view this image. Okay guys, this is now fully functional, but we didn't add a button here. We will add a button named make another button here for making another QR code. So to do that, let's add a button here called md flat rectangle button, and the text will like make another. Let's set the position pause hint as, let's set the position at center y, but first center x at 0.1. Guys, 0.5 is better, and then we are going to add this center y as 0.1. 0.1 is better. Now we are going to make the onRelease function. onRelease root dot current current will be our this is screen name first, another first. Okay guys, if we run this main.py file here, something is md flat rectangle button unknown class. Let's maybe with some spelling mistake here, md sorry, rectangle flat button. I just spell this. Let's rerun this file. Okay, let's type facebook.com, image name is Facebook. Let's generate this. Okay, this QR code is generated and we got a button here, make another. If we press this button, we are here, but these text fields are not empty. We should we want this as empty here for generating another QR code. So for that, let's create a function called define make another. Here will be make another, here will be self and root self dot. Okay, we are going to access IDs using access IDs of both text fields. uh, our first ID of our image name and the second ID, our first ID is link text and our second ID is image name. Our first ID is self ID is dot link text dot text is going to be empty, and our second ID is dot self dot ID is dot image name dot text is going to be empty. Okay guys, now let's move on the first skin using root.current equal first. Okay, if we run this file, let's add www.google.com, enter the image name here Google. Let's create generate. The QR code is generated, the QR code is appeared here. If we press the make another button, oh, nothing happens because we didn't call this function here. Let's call this function as root dot make another, root dot make another, and the keyword should be passed. Let's add an website www.microsoft.com. Enter image name something like micro. Let's press the generate button. The QR code is generated. Let's view the image. Our QR code is created. Let's press the make another, and boom, we are seeing this text field is empty. Now this QR code generator app is fully functional. Thank you guys for watching my video. In my next video I am going to deploy this app to APK using bulldozer, and on that I am going to add Genius module and I'm going to give the access. I'm going to give the storage access actually using Genius and Python for Android module, and a lot more functionalities will be added. now this app is fully functional. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you guys. Thank you.